The National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) is focusing on creating an enabling environment with a convergence of talents and celebration of innovation that will help shape the broadcast industry. The Director General of NBC, Mr. Charles Ebuebu, made the statement at the Africast 2023 with a theme, Broadcast Content, Synergy, Finance and Market, which held at the Marriott Hotel, Lagos.
Commitment to the ever-evolving world of broadcasting, where innovation, content, and technology converge to shape our collective future. This gathering of minds, this convergence of talents, this celebration of innovation is a testament to the extraordinary power of the media and broadcast industry to shape our world. It brings to mind the remarkable journey of progress that this great continent and its diverse nations have undertaken, and the immense political potential that lies ahead.
The conference provides a platform to analyze and review of Africa's broadcast perspective in relation to international best practices and standards. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Idris Mohammed, the chief host of the event, says the broadcast industry is critical to the success of President Bola Tinubu's administration's economic vision.
Development of the broadcast and digital entertainment industry. As a government, we are very conscious about enabling and supporting private enterprise. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu understands that the success of his governing agenda, that is the renewed hope agenda that he has christened for himself, critically depends on the buy-in and support of the private sector. Our goals of creating jobs, tackling poverty, building the skills and capacity of our people, and ensuring that no one is left behind can only be achieved in partnership with the private sector.
As well, he highlighted the industry needs to focus on business and commercial aspects, the framework for attractive investments.
Are now well known around the world, and we are constantly breaking new creative and content ground. What we now need to focus on are the business and commercial aspects, the frameworks for attracting investment, and creating viable and sustainable pipelines for profitability. I have no doubt that by combining the political will of government and the technical and financial expertise of the private sector, we will succeed in this regard.
Key players in the broadcast industry assess the progress so far that would meet international film standards, culture of the Nigerian broadcasting industry to be driven by content and technology.
They're not just the typical regulator because of the history. Our history is very different from the history of Europe and America and a few other places. For many decades, broadcasting was a sole exclusive preserve of the government. And so it was only in the early 90s when General Babangida deregulated broadcasting in 92 and then 93 businesses. So the NBC was created at that time as a child of circumstances to help not only just regulate but to nurture the industry, which is why when it started Africast, the first one in 96, and subsequently has been the baby godmother and everything. So the NBC is in a very unique, peculiar situation. But I think that this particular year, with the advances in technology and everything, with more platforms, and with the rise of content, we're now specifically in the age of content. So I think that's where technology is still very wonderful, but I'm a content guy. I see that it is actually the requirement for content that helps to suggest to you what kind of technology you're going to employ. So I think that NBC, and particularly this year's one, is I see from the people I see around, I think it's wonderful.
The budget is not there. We know that the money is not there. We know the revenue is not there. So we're trying to kind of bring local solutions because we believe in solutions. Everything around you here is about solution. We want to solve people's problems. And one of the biggest problems now is exchange rate. We are feeling ourselves as a company. So we want to make sure we can solve people's problems, give them cost-effective solutions that can meet their budget on time on value and on quality.
Many more very precise and important stations. And we also talk about IP security in these times, because everybody can steal data, and we have a system called Home. This is a safety platform that checks what's going on. If somebody wants to go into the network and touch it, we put it into quarantine. So broadcast is no longer as it was the last 30 years.
The NBC in several ways explores the areas that focused on enhancing the entire value chain from content creation all the way to consumption, comprehensive approach to addressing issues that are needed in television and radio spectrum, as well as how to assess the broadcast industry market through Africast. For more on well-researched and balanced stories, events and interviews across business, tech innovation and lifestyle, please like, share and subscribe to this channel, www.youtube.com/digivationnetwork.